Hi, I'm Jody, Prairie Stitcher, and welcome to my channel. This is take 3. I'm still trying to figure out where to sit because it's snowing out and it's kind of bright. And I've got a lot of windows, so I'm not quite sure. We're going to try this one for now. Yeah, in the background, I don't know if you can see way back there, my mom did that one. That's called Shoe Shine Cat. She cross-stitched that pattern. Okay, so at the end of this video, I'll explain a little bit more about what's happened with my husband and why I was away for so long. And if you want to stick around for that, great. If not, I understand. So, I have been trying to figure out what to do with my stitching. I've just been not in a really big full coverage kind of wanting to stitch. Still want to do full coverage, but I don't want to do the big ones. So I'm trying something a little different where I'm going to do just black and white, a color, some colors, and also I lost my words. My train fell off the tracks. That's okay. We'll figure it out as we go along. You know I have ADHD, so I'm going to bounce around and move and everything, so I'm sorry. I'll try and stay calm. Okay, so I brought a board. I did have 2 finishes. This one was out of a magazine, and it's called Peace Tree, and that is there. Now, I used Etoile on the star. This is a kind of a sparkly 14 count Ada, and the tree I did with a variegated, if I can move it up a bit, a variegated green and red kind of a colored floss. The other one I finished was a freebie off of Carolyn Manning's Facebook page. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. It is a little crooked in the frame, but that's okay. It doesn't bug me. It's this one here. And that was done on a mint green. I think that was also a 14 count. Most of these will be on a 14 count or a 16 count. I will try and tell you the colors if I know them. Now, what I've done is I've put these 20 projects on a wheel. And I've started with one, and I'm finishing that one right now. And when I finish that one, I'm going to spin the wheel to see what's next. So there's about 7,400 stitches on this project. And I've done almost half. Now, I have Pattern Keeper on 2 tablets. So I'm going to have to bounce around from one tablet to the other because some are on one tablet, some are on the other tablet. And of course, what I need is probably on the other tablet. Got you propped up on my freezer here. Okay, this one. This I got off of Etsy. It is a Mary Poppins. That's what she'll look like when she's done. And I'm not taking her out of the hoop because I'm still working on her, but this is what I've done on it. So all I've got left is just to do the houses here and one word right there. So I'm hoping by the end of the week, maybe Sunday, I'll have this done. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the projects that I have started or would like to start, that I'm in kind of in the mood to want to do. I've counted, and my kits I've got about 35, and projects that I've started and not wanted to finish yet, another 35, and maybe the paper patterns and things like that I've got maybe about the same. So this year I want to try for now do this. I'd like to get 25 finishes in 2025. So of course I haven't had any yet. Those 2 I showed you, I did them in December. So the next one is called a Mandala Dragon. It was another one off of Etsy. It will look like this when he's finished. This is, I think, on a piece of, I can't remember. I'm sorry, but that's where I am with him. I did get this fabric off of 123 Stitch, but I don't remember what the fabric is called. This one is a lavender lace. It is called Winter Rose, and she'll look like that when she's done. It is on a piece of Michael's printed fabric. I do like Michael's printed fabric, so I have a few pieces on different ones. This goes this way. I think I can do it without the board. And I think this is a purple and pink kind of a fabric. This one I haven't picked out the fabric color yet. I do have a piece of 14 count vintage country mocha. And this is by Plum Street Samplers, and it's called Cinnamon Stars. This one is an ink circles. I haven't picked the fabric out yet. It is called a Holly Jolly Mandala. But I do want to do it with the same variegated red and green thread. It is number 4519. And it's the red and green variegated. Put it back in one of these fancy project bags. Okay, this one is a very old pattern. I've had this for at least 20 years. Needs to get done, maybe 15. This is New York Skyline. Got thread hanging off of there, but that's where I'm done on that one. I think this is just a piece of 14 count gray swagart, because it's got the orange stripe on it. Oops, dropped my bag. They never want to fold back the way you want them to. Sorry, fighting to get the bag. This is another ink circles. This one is called Dark Shards. And some of these were given to me by friends, so I don't know if they're still available or not. And that's where it got there. These are calendars that I was working on. They were from, I think, a 2021 cross-stitch calendar collection. It came with the magazine. And that's what those will look like. I have finished December. I just have to put the border around it, but there's December. And this one is February. Another border I have to put around it, that's it. This one I'm working on right now. It's March. And this one is completely finished, and that's January. And you'd think they don't take long, but there are a lot of stitches in those little guys. have to close that up, sorry. Okay, I'm just going to throw them on the table. Okay, I have a couple of long dogs, and the other one's in the pile here. This is a long dog called One Down, Three Across. Now, like I said, these are from my friend, so I don't know if they are available or not, or where she even got it from, because my friend lives in England. So I haven't picked fabric for that or floss, and I would love suggestions. So if you have any suggestions on fabric or floss, please let me know, because I'm so used to doing hates and artises and full coverages that I'm not used to picking out fabrics and floss. So if you'd like to leave a suggestion down below, please do. Thank you. My next one is called One Stitch at a Time. It's by La Di Da. It says, beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. And I have picked out a piece of, I think it's from Needle Bling Designs. I think it's a 16 count pumpkin, I think is what it's called. Okay, next one is another ink circles. I have not figured out floss or fabric for this one. It is called Circus of the Hearts. This one is almost finished. It's a poem that I just love. It is Love is Patient, Love is Kind. I've done all the words. I just have to work on the leaves that go up the side here. So that's almost finished. Oops, lost some threads hanging from there. Holy moly. And that's on a piece of printed fabric from Michaels again. This I picked up from the Stitch North retreat when I was there in October. It is done with the Roxy floss conversion. It is by the Artsy Housewife, and it's called Golden Delicious. And I don't know the name of the fabric, but it's by the Grateful Thread, and it's a piece of 16 count. It's like a peachy kind of a color that I thought would look good. If you have other suggestions, like I said, please let me know. I will take those suggestions. This one is Quaker Turtle by RETM. This picture. I am doing this on a 16 count Waco blue from Needle Bling Designs. And my mom and I will be returning to their retreat in May. Like I said, I create a little monster. She's had her first retreat when we went to Stitch North in October. And now she wants to go to the one in Minneapolis. And she's decided she would like to go to another one. So we are going to be going back to the one in Edmonton, which I love. I love the Edmonton one. It's a really good one. Okay, now I've got Pattern Keeper, like I said. I don't know if I said this or not, because like I said, I've done this 3 times. I've got Pattern Keeper on 2 tablets, so I always have to look at both tablets. Because I put some patterns on some stuff and other patterns on others. This one is also an Etsy chart. It is called Tinkerbell. And that's what she'll look like. And I've grabbed a piece of Michael's fabric. I think it's the orange one. I haven't started it yet. Yeah, that's the orange fabric. Okay. This one is called Faith. Now, the white in here is done with 3865, so I haven't decided if I'm going to do that in white or just do it on a piece of white. I don't know. Like I said, you guys have to tell me. So that is what it will look like. And right now I've picked a piece of Michael's fabric again. I think this is the blue-green one that I've picked. Yeah, that's the blue-green. Sorry, the light. I've got so many windows. I've tried so many positions. I need to sit in a dark room somewhere. Maybe in one of my closets. Okay. Another Etsy. No, this isn't Etsy. This one I got off of the expression. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't think of. See if it'll tell me. Oh, Joyful Expressions. It was a free chart. I did their other chart that they had that when you send your email, you get the free chart. I finished that one. You'll see that in one of my past videos. This is called Walk in Love. And I've picked out a piece of Michael's fabric again. I think that's also the orange. I've also picked the orange for that. This chart I picked up at the Needle Bling Designs Retreat. It's called Americana Blue. It's from October House Fiber Arts. And I have not picked out any fabric for that. And I think the call for color, it is Weeks Dye Works Blue Jeans. So I might just get that. Or I could do the DMC, but I like to get different flosses. I want to venture out and try different flosses, so I would like to do that one. This one I don't have what it looks like, so I'll hold the pattern up from afar. This is Sarah Scottney. It's a reproduction sampler. So that's that one. And I've picked out a piece of 14 count caramel macchiato for that one. I picked this up, somebody was giving it away for free at our table at the Stitch North Retreat. It's the Fox from Cottage Garden. And I went and picked out some Roxy floss for conversion. I think I've got a brown, a black, and an orange in there. And the fabric I picked for that one was also a Roxy. I think this is Roxy. Yeah, this is a Roxy linen, or Roxy Ada, 16 count Billie Jean is the one I picked for it. This is another long dog. I don't know if it's still available or not. This was another one given to me by my friend. It's called Happily Ever After. I was going to do 3865, and I picked 14 count Misty Blue. That's just as Weigert. Okay, the next one that I have is a black and white Mickey, another chart I got off of Etsy. I think it's on my other tablet. It's on my other tablet. Oh boy. Okay, where are you? Ah, black and white Mickey. He's going to turn out to be like that. And I have some work done on him. Okay. And that's what I've done. He's just on a piece of white. Got a piece of floss. There we go. Okay, now I've got a couple that I have here, just the charts. I haven't started them at all. This is free on the Artisy page, and that's this one. And the other day I bought a couple of them. This is just a not specialty stitches, it's just a rainbow kind of a cross stitch sampler. And I have to show you this way because there's no picture for it. This is a dragon sampler, a couple of castles and some dragons. And I don't know any flosses or fabric for those. I also have on the wheel Fox and Rabbit's 2024 sampler, the Faith, Love, Hope. And a couple of Carolyn Manning's. These are free on her Facebook page, Arctic Blast. And this one's just called Stitch Number 1. And I think that's all the ones I've got on my wheel for now. So I am going to finish, like I said, Mary Poppins. I should hopefully finish her by Sunday, I'm hoping. And we'll spin the wheel. Now, I did say a few months back that I am giving away my 18 count fabrics that I had gotten in my kits and things like that. So I still have to get them together and measure them because I'll need to know what piece I'll need for when I do decide to do my kits. I think next year will be my kit year where I pick all my kits to do. So I will still get that together and get those to do for a giveaway because I did pass my 1-year Flossiversary. I think it's sometime in January. Okay, so we're going to spin the wheel. We got those 20 projects, and here we go. It picked Dragon Sampler. So I don't have fabric or floss for that. So I'll need you guys to help me out and decide, should I go with a variegated floss or what fabrics to go with? Because I do have a few hand-dyed fabrics, not many, but I can always go buy a hand-dyed fabric and some floss. I've never tried silks, so I really do like Roxy floss. But otherwise, I don't have anything. So I'd love some help with that. And I think that's it. I'm going to come back in 2 weeks to show you my progress on Mary Poppins. Hopefully I finished it by then. And my start on the Dragon Sampler, if we could get that worked out. So thank you for coming along. Now I'm just going to mention my husband's health update and what I've been doing. And I hope to see you on my next video. So with my husband, he was working. He was terrific, healthy, everything. One day in September, he woke up, couldn't feel his right arm, and he can't feel his feet. They're numb. There's nothing. They are trying every test in the book. He's gone for CTs. He's gone for MRIs. Last night, he went for a ultrasound of the thyroid. He's had blood work done. One neurologist says they think it's this Guillain-Barré syndrome, and he needs to get into the hospital and get this immunoglobulin therapy. But our healthcare isn't that great here. So, I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and yeah, we do get things free here, but it's a little bit slower to get in to get things done. We're going back to the doctor next week after all these different tests and see if he's got any ideas yet. And so I've been busy I hadn't driven in about 4 or 5 years, so I had to take my driving back up because I went on a cruise in September and came back to this. And so I've had to learn how to drive all over again. So I've been having him take him to all his appointments. We also moved into a 55 plus apartment building, and there are a lot of activities here. So I play bingo and I do darts and, shuffleboard. So we've got a few activities going too. So I kind of get involved in those. So that's why sometimes my stitching kind of falls off the rails. But I think hopefully this will work because I've been working on Mary Poppins every day and getting a good, I think, 600 stitches in every day. I've set up a chair in the bedroom so I can sit with my husband while he watches TV, and that's how I can spend my time with him because he can't really sit up otherwise. And as you can see, we only have the one chair where I've got some of my stitching stuff there. So I've set up another chair where I can stitch in there. And that is my news so far. I'm hoping to do these every 2 weeks now. Keep myself in check with stitching and getting things done. So I want to thank you for coming back, and I'm sorry for the delay. And I'm hoping to come back in 2 weeks and show you what I've been doing. Thank you again, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.